Jai Sai Ram. Yashoda, the Divine Mother. The relationship between Yashoda and Sri Krishna is one of the most celebrated mother-son relationships of all time. Yashoda's unfathomable love for Krishna has inspired many works of art. She is an integral part of Krishna's childhood leelas. Once, when sage Narada visited Nanda's house, he was greeted with one of the most divine sights. Narada watched on as Mother Yashoda punished her mischievous little boy Krishna by tying him with a grinding stone. Seeing this, Narada said, "What penance have you undertaken to be bestowed with the powers to punish the Supreme, the Narayana himself?" Because here was a Supreme Godhead, the beginning and the end and also the middle, who let himself being chastised by a mere mortal. So, why was Yashoda chosen to be Sri Krishna's foster mother? Sri Krishna was born to Devaki and Vasudeva. But as fate would have it, it was Yashoda and Nanda who brought him up. So, it was not Devaki but Yashoda who could witness all the beautiful leelas of Sri Krishna as he turned into a magnificent youth who mesmerized everyone who came in contact with him. Legend has it that one day little Krishna was playing in the sand and put it into his mouth. Mother Yashoda was concerned and asked her son to open his mouth. However, she was not ready for what happened next. She saw the entire universe inside that little mouth. There were the 7 oceans and also Narayana resting on Adisesha with his consort Mahalakshmi. Yashoda is the most fortunate mother in the Hindu mythology, as she is the only mother who controlled Lord Vishnu. Lord Krishna did all the naughtiness as a normal child, and Yashoda was blessed enough to control Krishna. She was also fortunate to witness lots and lots of Krishna Leelas. Who was Yashoda in her previous birth? Yashoda's previous birth starts from Ramayana. When Rama returns to Ayodhya after 14 years of exile and his wife Sita and his brother Lakshman, he first goes to meet Mother Kaikeyi, who he knew was grief-stricken for being responsible for sending Rama to exile. When Rama touched her feet, Kaikeyi asked Rama why he had chosen her to be a villain, thus sending him to exile. Rama replied that it was karma which had resulted in happening so. To atone for this, Kaikeyi sought a promise that he, the Rama, an incarnation of Vishnu, would be born from her womb in his next incarnation, because God Vishnu had promised Mother Aditi that he will be born from her womb in every incarnation. He couldn't promise her that. However, he did promise her that though he would be born from the incarnation of Mother Kausalya, he would be raised by her. So it happened just as it had been said. In Dwapara Yuga, Krishna was born from the womb of Devaki, who was Kausalya and Aditi in their previous birth. He was raised by Mother Yashoda, incarnation of Kaikeyi. Also, as Kaikeyi had wished, Krishna would spend his time as a child in her house exactly as a child. But it's stealing butter from her pots, or playing the flute, or playing with the gopis, and other naughty stunt children do like playing with ball dangerously. And he even frightened Yashoda once. Krishna did it all. However, there is another story about Yashoda's previous birth. It is believed that Yashoda and Nanda performed great penance in their previous birth. Lord Vishnu was happy with their prayers and appeared in front of them. He asked the couple that what they wanted, and couple said that they wanted to treat Lord Vishnu as their son. Lord Vishnu was amused because he is the creator of the whole universe. However, he never knew what a mother's love is, and that is why he conceded to the request and granted them this boon. Hence, when Lord Vishnu appeared on the earth in his Krishna avatar, it was Yashoda who brought him up despite not being the biological mother of Sri Krishna. How did Yashoda become Lord Vishnu's mother for the third time? Yashoda did not meet Krishna ever since he left Mathura. However, when on her deathbed, Krishna came to meet his mother. She was happy, but her only regret was that she could never see any of Krishna's marriage. Sri Krishna understood his mother's pain and said that her wish would be fulfilled in her next birth when he would be born as Venkateshwara and Mother Yashoda as Vakula Devi. In the Kali Yuga, Lord Vishnu appeared as Lord Venkateshwara. This time too, Yashoda was his foster mother. Her name was Vakula Devi. She played a crucial role in arranging his wedding with King Akash Raja's daughter Padmavati. And this time Mother Yashoda as Vakula Devi fulfilled her wishes to see her son's marriage. Roughly 300 years back, a temple dedicated to Vakula Devi was constructed at Peruru Banda Hillock, surrounding the picturesque Perur village, 10 kilometers from Tirupati. The idol of Vakula Devi looks towards the 7 hills, the abode of her son Lord Venkateshwara. The love and affection between mother-son is so evident that Naivedyam, that is Bhog in Hindi, is first offered to the mother and only later to Lord Venkateshwara at Tirumala. The priests ring the large bells at Vakula Mata temple to indicate Naivedyam offered to the mother, and later the priest at Tirumala submits offerings to Lord Venkateshwara. Such was the tradition followed in earlier days until the temple was destroyed and lost its glory. Now the temple is in dire condition, fully destroyed, and the Vakula Mala statue sans the heads severed from the main statues only available. The relationship between Yashoda and Sri Krishna is not just a bond between a mother and her son. In a way, Mother Yashoda is also one of the most ardent devotees of Sri Krishna. What begins as Vatsalya Prem, that is, love for her son, evolves into Vatsalya Bhakti, that is, a devotion of a mother. What better way to feel Yashoda's love for Krishna than to be in the place where Krishna spent his time as a child and as a youth? Further, we as a devotee of Baba interpret the following. First, Mother Yashoda showed her supreme devotion on Lord Vishnu, and as a result of which she was fortunate enough to live as Lord's mother, even though not a biological mother. Lord Vishnu fulfilled his promise to Mother Aditi, but lived as a child of Yashoda in 3 births. Baba, another form of Lord Vishnu, is so kind to his devotees and can even change the pre-written fortune too. He himself told the same in chapter 29 of Sai Satcharitra. Secondly, Lord Vishnu wanted to experience the pleasure of getting motherly love. He had chosen Yashoda due to her utmost devotion. Baba will surely choose his devotees having utmost devotion on him. So, let us have full faith on Baba with Shraddha and Saburi and leave all our sorrows on his lotus feet. Thirdly, Yashoda could not witness Krishna's marriage. Hence, in Kali Yuga, Lord Vishnu created her as Vakula Devi, mother or his incarnation Venkateshwara, and blessed Vakula Devi to witness his marriage. Also, Lord Vishnu fulfilled Mata Kaikeyi's desire to witness Lord Ram as her son. Kaikeyi became Yashoda and became a divine mother. In the same way, our Baba also fulfills the wishes and prayers of his devotees. Let us keep strong devotion on Baba by reading Satcharitra regularly and sincerely. Baba will bless us all and fulfill our prayers too. Om Sai Ram. Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai.